Hi Laura and everyone over at House Hunters. My name is Laura Raines and I work in the Atlanta suburban market for Atlanta communities. I just want to take a minute and introduce myself for this lovely video that LaQuesha has gotten me into. The way that I started in real estate is it's kind of a long story. I've only been an agent about 2.5 years, but I was in one of those previous marriages, you know, those ones. And my ex-husband and I came through a little windfall, and I realized that Georgia was a 50-50 state. So with 50-50, I figured half of our little windfall was pretty darn good, and I had taken too much for too long. So I decided to get out of that lovely marriage and took that 50%, that little bit of a nest egg. And not long after I was divorced, I realized that I could take that little nest egg because prices across the United States and everywhere had plummeted. So I decided the best thing to do with my nest egg was to invest in real estate. So initially I started as an investor for about 3 years. And then after about 3 years and getting remarried, I realized I love everything about real estate. I love investing, I love looking at houses, I like helping people. I had always been in sales and I love helping people. So that led me to realize I really did want to get started as a real estate agent. So I got into real estate. I've never turned back since. I've been an agent for about 2.5 years. And about 3 weeks ago, I met a young lady named LaQuesha Mungin, who is the client that's wanting to get on the show. And LaQuesha mentioned in our second visit, she was a referral to me from another agent. Now this other agent said that she was too busy to take on LaQuesha. But I'm kind of beginning to wonder if it was a little bit more than that, because she was not the easiest client at all. LaQuesha had a big list of things that she wanted and a little bitty budget to go with it. So we started her search and search and search and search. And as you saw from my application, the real estate market in Atlanta has obviously come up and ticked up a little bit more. And so you don't get as much home as you once got 3-4 years ago in the Atlanta market as in any market. However, LaQuesha was looking in an area that had pretty good home prices and still had some reduced prices. It was one of the areas that had 50% foreclosures way after no other counties or areas had it. So we were able to find her a pretty good house, but it took a long time. Very taxing. As a matter of fact, the night that we put the offer on her house, I met her at 9 o'clock at night, took a look at the house. She said that was it for the 4th time, because I think we did 4 contracts or offers before we got to that one. So anyway, LaQuesha was very difficult. All right, so I told you a little bit about myself. One thing I didn't mention is that a lot of my friends call me Little Red because obviously the hair color, but they also say I'm pretty feisty and have the personality to go with it. Now I'm just going to show you a lovely home. This house was built. This is not in the price range that LaQuesha was looking at. This home is a 4-sided brick home. It was built in 1987. So let's just go ahead and take a look at it. I'm going to pretend LaQuesha is my client and we'll just come through it. So come on in, LaQuesha. Let's take a look around this house. What do you think so far? I'm going to let you take a look around. Well, this is pretty. I like this light fixture. So here we've got, I guess, a living room or formal dining room, formal living room. Those aren't used as much anymore, but that's all right. Let's see. Coming in here. Oh, lovely.
Oh my gosh.
This is almost from a 1970s wet bar.
We just blew my reflection.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. Oh, okay. So anyway, here's our 1970s wet bar. It's pretty nice though. You could use that, I guess. Judges paneling. What do you think about that? I like it. It's a nice room. It's got a pretty fireplace. If you don't like the 70s kind of look, you could always paint this paneling. There's a lot of new ideas with that. Let's see. I thought I could turn on all the lights, but this one seems to be missing. Oh, okay. Well, come on into the kitchen. What do you think about the kitchen? I'm thinking these cabinets, if you take a pretty close look at them, they try to do the typical illusion of a newer, more updated, and I think took the wood cabinets from before, put a little homemade paint job on them and some little stain. But I think it's not too bad on the cabinets. It gives the illusion, and they're really quality cabinets. So if you don't like their paint job, you can always change it yourself. They put in some granite countertops and extend this out. But really, it's kind of nice the way it is. It just depends. What do you think, LaQuesha? What do you think about this paneling down here? Does that work for you? I know, you like really nice things, so I know you're going to want granite countertops and you're going to want that all gone. But I also know that you have mentioned that you like the hardwood floors, so this laminate flooring works. You won't have any problems with the pets or pet dander or anything. It's not like carpet. Oh, let's take a look at this over here. So, ooh, this is pretty nice. Having your laundry room right off the kitchen. It's pretty large size, so your washer and dryer would fit in here. And they look like they've already got some storage units and things for you there. There is a light. Let's see if that works. Okay, there you go. So, pretty nice home. Let's go on through to the front. So this is your basic 5'4" in the door. You got your brick out exterior, 5 windows upstairs, 4 windows downstairs to the door. So you're 5'4" in the door. Anyway, lovely home. Looks like they tried to do a few light fixture updates, etc. And they have put in the hardwood floors in the main foyer area and in the kitchen. So if you like that, then you'll be able to do. Oh, what's this door here? Oh, nice size pantry. That's pretty nice. Oh, and also notice one thing you get with the older construction is you get solid wood doors, and they're going to be a lot more durable. And if you don't like the dark wood stain, you can always paint that. So anyway, we can always go upstairs, then we'll take a look at downstairs, but I think we're finished with the main part of the house. Let's take one quick look here out, just look out the backyard. You can notice it's got a nice deck and a pretty fenced-in backyard. That'd be a nice place for Corey to play around, don't you think? And you'd feel safe with him being in the fenced-in backyard. That way you wouldn't have to worry. Of course, he might want to get to know the neighbor over there with the trampoline. If he gets to know the neighbor, they could be your new friends. I don't see anybody in the pool, but there is the neighborhood pool and association, so you can always join that. Anyway, thank you for this time. If you've got any other questions, Laura, thank you again for allowing us this time on the video. It's not easy to do the tour of the house without a live person here, but hopefully this gives you a little bit of knowing who I am, what I do, and why I love, love, love real estate. It was a pleasure working with LaQuesha, but I will just say, not the easiest task. So she wanted, her main things that she wanted, I first asked LaQuesha, what is it that you're looking for in a home? And she's like, well, I have to have granite countertops or an updated kitchen. I have to have a very large master. I need a nice big backyard for my son Corey to play in. I really need some extra space. I would love to have a basement or a man cave, even though there's not a man in my life right now, but I just want that extra space. I want to be able to entertain. And she wanted all of these items for $145,000. So you can imagine how difficult that was. And we went from house to house to house. We did get outbid on 2 offers that we did, that they were really, really nice homes right at $150,000, and they were occupied, and the sellers went with other offers. And one seller, we even wrote the love letter, we did everything but beg and plead, and they still selected another offer. But the house that she ended up purchasing had almost everything on her wish list, miraculously. But I did notice after showing her homes, probably after we went through 10, 15, I don't know how many, I realized that her real push button was square footage. And the more square footage that she could have in a house, I think that related to success for her. And I'm happy. She got almost 3,000 square feet for $145,000 in Douglasville, Georgia, which is where I was born and raised, so I certainly know Douglasville. If you have any questions, call me. Hope to see you soon.